There we go. And there's that good music. Okay. It's time, my cunning Coopers, to use that time machine and steal the most valuable artifacts the history has to offer. Yes, I'm doing bad voice acting, like we heard in that other game. Mario, my collection is almost complete. And there's not a thing that you can do to stop me. Rah! Rah! Indeed. I'm going to drink a little bit more water if I'm going to keep doing that. Bowser's museum is inside his castle. What accident am I doing? I have to get in there and return all the stolen artifacts before history is changed forever. At last, Bowser's castle. I'll show that no good reptile he can't mess with history as long as I'm around to set things right. Now, I believe what we did set up before... Oh! The greatest collection of all time is nearly complete in its own mind. No one can stop me now. Not even Mario. Little do we know that Mario and I are the same person, just gone through whatever happened to me here. Oh, and he shrunk, but no, he went down the hill. And it's the same music. This is the castle music from Mario's Missing. And Mario? Mario, can I play the game? Oh, here we go. Here we go. The greatest collection, it turns out to be he's collecting different Barbie dolls. That is a legitimate claim to fame. You know, there's a lot of specialty collectors Barbie dolls, which are amazing. Okay, so what we worked out from the last time we played this is... Let's see, is there actually a help menu in here? Because we didn't go through it, but... Is our computer fast or slow? We will go on hard because we're adults. Although, of course, I hope that doesn't mean the mini games are hard. That just means the questions are hard. Let's see who made this real quick. Different person. I'm just trying to see if... Well, this whatever's happened here, it's all Anthony Farmer's fault. In terms of the design of how this fits together. Quality assurance, lead writer and editor. I'm fine with that. This is actually written kind of interesting. Richard Kaplan, the musicologist. I'm guessing... No, wait, hang on. We've got a couple of people. We've got period music. Interesting. Donald S. Griffin. What is the musicologist then doing? Mario music. Robert Wallace. Yes. Now, interesting fact, because I was talking about this with my sister-in-law, who is also my birthday sister, in the sense that we both had the same birthday. Different years. But we both had a strong love of Barbie dolls. Because, like, she's given all her Barbie clothes to her daughter. And I said, oh, because I was curious, because I was like, I know that the Barbie figure changed recently. Or a couple of years ago now. Not recently. I'm still going to say recently in grand scheme of things. And I know that there's the Silkstone dolls. The Silkstone dolls are like these longer models that like have less breasts, bigger smaller hips, like for fashion sort of things. An expert in or a study of music, an academic subject, as opposed to someone trained in performance and composition. Interesting. Not sure what they're doing here. That was what a musicologist does. Robert Wallace clearly is the man who made all this music. Beautiful. Special thanks, John Mandel. He was the guy who made Mario's Missing. Kev Ashley. I saw Kev Ashley in the other one, and Don Lobs with the double A's. So she said Barbie clothes from the 80s and 90s fit the current Barbie dolls. It's just they don't have as much here, so they actually kind of fit better. It's just they're a bit baggy on the boobs. Just in case you were wondering. I probably could have done that without manhandling myself, but you know. Oh, Mario is here. Oh no, this is the one that we were playing earlier. We can ignore that one. I really wish it had a how-to guide. But we have the book, we have this thing here, and we have this thing here. One of these is an inventory. You know what? We're going to pause. Hang on, actually. Because Exodus can have media. It has images. It does. Sometimes they have the manual. A multimedia trip through history with Mario. That's right. So we'll go back to the game. But we will reopen my phone. Because I'm pretty sure this has Mario's time machine. I always meant to come back and read this. A little late, but at 4 o'clock you're walking to Scarlet's room and you can hear footsteps. I think that was a game about the thing about Clue. Alright, guide and walkthrough. Oh, this is technically the Super Nintendo. I need the DOS version. Is there someone who talks about the DOS? Excuse me. Does Mario have a time machine? I mean, technically, no, it's not Mario's time machine. It's Bowser's time machine. It's just that Mario uses it. Here we go. It's Mario series ending FAQ. Like, how do we end this world? SNES, Mario's machine walkthrough. I guess we'll just... Mario's machine... I dropped the word time from that. That's just a stub. There's nothing there. You lied to me, Strategy Wiki. Alright, let's look at the FAQ/walkthrough, just for it to kind of give me a what is actually what's supposed to be happening here. Okay. Welcome to my... I don't know why I'm reading this. This guide will cover all of inside. See Mario's Time Machine for the Super Nintendo is one of the best history games they've ever seen. Not only do they have a lot of famous people that ever lived, but the history on them. That includes biographies, blah, 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 blah. Actually, I get straight A's. Okay. That's besides the point. That is besides the point. I didn't get straight A's. Anyway, to be short, Mario does not fall flat in this game. People might not agree with me on this. Heck, I used to not like this game at all. It grew on me over time. Intriguing. Okay. So you've stolen the story from the intro. That's fine. A button. Oh, these are the buttons. I don't... Okay. B button allows Mario to defy gravity and jump. Y makes him run like the wind. X makes him take an item off the podium. Okay. I'm sure we can work out the actual buttons, but it's more about what am I doing. Basic overview. There we go. Oh, anyway. Bowser's completely undefended time machine. Okay. Story has unique gameplay. What you have to do is pick an item off the podium. After this, you can go to do the story of the item. This will show you what the item's background is. You will see where to go in green letters on the top of the story. To go to the story, press R. After you find the name, you can use this walkthrough to fill in the blanks, or you can set the time machine to the date and time with the green letters. You can go back in time to that place and answer the questions in the blanks. Once you press A at the time machine screen, which again, we're going to have to work out what those buttons are because it's not the same as SNES and NES, obviously. You have to collect 10 mushrooms when you're surfing as Mario. After this, you'll go into the whirlpool. Once you go inside, you might end up in a place of history you want to go. If you put in the correct name, you'll have to go back to the museum. If you put the correct place and time, you'll be at that place. From there, you can use the walkthrough. Cool beans. If you do not want to haunt your score, I suggest you fill in the story, then press R to find the answers in this. Okay, cool. Surfing is easy. All you have to do is watch out for the spikes. Cool. Cool. So we should, I remember we ended up in, a time and a place. No, the, dinosaur era. But we should only be going there if we don't pick up the correct place and location and year. Okay, so, oh, and we can jump on things like that. So, okay. Do I control this? I don't control this at all with my mouse. With my keyboard. I do it all with the mouse very awkwardly. How do I get the book? I do not know how to get the book. Pop! I really wish I had the manual. Ah! P! Power of transformation. Okay, now it said something about turning pages. Okay, this is about the... I picked something up. Okay, London. 1595 AD. It's gonna be faster if I jump. With really bad hit detection. Okay, so we're going to London. I think it was in 1595. Let me look at my book. No, it's the other thing I need. No. Why have we changed objects now? Because now it's Joan of Arc. What the heck? Maid of Orleans. Okay. Orleans, 1429. I must have somehow changed items. That's just weird. 1429. So I need Orleans. So 1429. AD. Good God, imagine if we went to BC. Christ hasn't been born, but Joan of Arc is somehow here. Yeah. It's funny, for the pictures of the box depict the time machine as like a bubble that Mario goes in, but instead this is just a platform that zaps him and then we're suddenly on a surfboard from memory. Here we go. I can hear the music. And it's that same bump and tune from Mario's Missing Mushroom. I missed that mushroom. I remember this being dodgy SF. I'm not wrong. Oh, whoo! Oh, I lost a mushroom. I thought I gave... Oh, dang it. It's gonna be a long time, people. So, one mushroom. 2 mushrooms. Should be enough. 3 mushrooms. 4 mushrooms. 5 mushrooms. Oh, shiz. Missed that one as well. 6 mushrooms. Apparently that was enough. I guess it's only 6 for this version. 10 for the Super Nintendo version. Good lord. Welcome to... No! You stay away from me. Oh, you're not going to hurt me. But I get extra points from you? Hello? Pardon me, do you know what's going on? Foolish men are being led by witchcraft and heresy, I fear. What? It looks like a battle to me. This is a mere skirmish. The real battle is for who controls Charles. I can read this over here and actually look like I'm looking at the screen. I should be doing a Super Mario voice, shouldn't I? Hey, it's me! Is Charles the king? Not yet, but it looks like he soon will be thanks to Joan. Each victory she wins brings Charles... Oh, we're French, aren't we? Shoot. Brings Charles closer to being crowned King of France at Reims. Yeah, so what's wrong with that? You must understand, Joan's doing what Charles' many advisors and knights could not. Their power and influence is reduced with each victory she wins. They're very nervous. But what's this with the witchcraft? Why, that's obvious. Her claims are hearing the voices of saints a heresy, I tell you. Heresy! A mere shepherd girl of 17 could not lead 4,000 men into battle without the help of magic and boobs. Maybe she's just an extraordinary girl of 17. Bah! A woman cannot lead men. What could you know of such things? Here, make yourself useful. Take this quill pen to the Duke of Alencon. Oh, I think Joan is going to change your mind. Never! A woman has no place on the field of battle. Now begone, impudent gnome! I don't have a shield. I have no desire to look upon it. Take it away. Okay, bye. Is someone in here? Hey, excuse me, are you in a command here? I may command their swords, but Joan commands their hearts. Does Joan really go into battle? Oh, oui. She rides at the head of the troops. You should see the men rally around her standard. So she's a warrior, eh? She has never taken part in actual class of arms, yet she knows much of the art of war. She's a natural leader of men, fearless when facing the enemy. Oh, does Joanna wear the armor like a knight? They made for her a special suit of armor, much smaller than for a man, with no crest upon it, and of course she carries the sword of Saint Catherine. Oh, is it a special sword? Ah, oui. Again, I should be doing a French accent, but I'm not. A miracle that. Joan told the priest where to find it at the village of the city of Saint Catherine de Framboise. The city of Catherine de Framboise. A place she'd never been, and find it they did. Oh, how did she know it was there? Their voices told her so, and the voices tell me to wipe my eye. Thank you. She says these things come to her through the voices of 3 saints, and just between you, me, and that tent flap, I believe her. She's very pious and filled with faith. Oh, it sounds like you like Joan a lot. I've grown quite fond of her like a sister. I don't want to burn her. I mean, what? When I saw her struck by that arrow today, it pained me greatly. I hope we don't set her afire. I mean, what? Yikes, you mean she was a hit? Have no fear, mon ami. She was merely knocked to the ground. She arose quickly and pulled the shaft herself. The men took her away from the battle to heal. Oh, I must get the shield to her. Can you help? As Duke of Alencon, a note signed to me would look to get you the safe passage around the camp to look for her. But alas, I have no rill to cry it with. Oh, I got one. I got one for you, mate. Was it in here? Yeah. Look. Off with the quill pen. Mes valeurs vues. I think it's supposed to be marvelous, but French. My quill is from the scribe. You shall have your letter. Also, take this bit for my horse. Give it to the stable master. He'll know the whereabouts of Joan's horse. I don't know why he would care about my horse bit. Thanks, Duke. You gonna count on Mario. Merci, Count Mario, and bonne chance to you. My eye, is there anything more you can tell me? No, go quickly to the stable master. You're running out of time. Where's my story? Because there might be something I can fill in here. You can write it here. I forgot. He drew a picture of Luigi. It's amazing. Jean. Honest Abe. I love the idea of playing Mad Libs with this. She was illiterate. 15th century farm girl makes it only more astounding. Okay. Voices of 3 saints. Good lord. Oh, he drew a spider that's a 2. It was against the bifocals. It was against... Was it a civil war? No. Was it the English? No. It was heresies? No. Mahatma? It's against Mahatma Gandhi! It was against the root doctor. Spanish Armada. Tressons. It was against the wizards. Maybe it was against the wizards. Good lord. was against the Goobers. It was... the Burgesses, maybe. I think we're gonna have to find out more about that one. Murray, can you close this? I'm not gonna put anything in. Can I can't leave. Okay. It was fought against someone, so we're gonna just for the moment just put in, so it's against the armies in the effort to expel them from our country. With the sword of, I got this one. It was a lady. Christine something. Saint Catherine. Led an army of 4,000 men. It was 4,000 men. I remember it was 4,000 men. Lifting the siege of the city of... Where are we? They fought the English, so yeah, maybe I'll put the English in. But where are we at the moment? Stratford, no. Why would Stratford be on both of these lists? Xanadu. the Battle of Xanadu. I don't know why you're drawing the neighborhood. Oh, I guess this is the grouping of words, so these are all neighborhood sort of things in this list. Monticello, maybe? Rochester. Orleans, that's where we are now. Against the English. We'll just put in the English just for the moment. We still got the second page. She routed them. Some would say rooted. Eventually to allow the bishops, maybe? The archbishop. To allow the archbishop to be crowned king. What was his name? It was King Charles. I guess 5th? Because it's not going to be Charles Dickens, good lord. Tried and convicted of witchcraft. Wizardry? No, it would be heresy. Because they've said heresy several times. To allow honest Abe. Mark Antony, no. Mountbatten, definitely not. Oliver, Philip II, no. The Queen of Scots. Wolfie. Alright, we'll keep playing. Because, won't be St. Catherine's. Nicola, Oliver, Philip II, Paul Helmy, no. I'll just say Queen of Scots for the moment, no. So, this will keep... Look how sad he is right now! You were right though, Totus, they fought the English. Friends, tell me what battle this is. Why, this is Orleans, mon ami. We are attempting to storm the fortification of Tourelles. Cool. Whose side do you want to take it from? Ah, there we go. You should have asked me before. You're striving with the English, of course. Oh, looks like you have a tough battle ahead. Perhaps, but we shall know victory will soon be ours. How do you know that? We are led by Maid Joan, mon ami. With her leading us, we will not lose this fight. When we take Orleans, the Dauphin will be crowned king and the English will be hidden away. You want the crown a Dauphin king? No, not a dolphin, the Dauphin. That is what we call the heir to the throne. When he is crowned, he will become King Charles VII, our leader, though some say Charles is led by Joan. She sounds pretty impressive. Ah, she is like the avenging angel, monsieur. The sight of her leading the troops inspires the men greatly. Do you know where I can find her? I would tell you more, but with all the fighting I am behind in my work, I need to fix the bit. Our Duke Alsa Khan's horse and I can't find it. Oh, I got that. I got that for you, mate. Ah, Bon! You found the bit for the Duke's horse. Merci, little friend. Oh, any idea what the John is? Oh, I see the hoof prints of her favorite horse leading up the hill towards that meadow. Look for her there. Bonne chance. Oh, cool. Just one moment. I'm just going to write the Dauphine in here. Oh, look, I got everything. It's all in. Yes. I don't know why this is still lit up. Oh, I'm happy though. Look at me. Cool. Anything more you can tell me? No, go to the meadow now. Piss off. Excuse me. Oh, look how hungry all the men are. Miss John, I have something to give you. Oh, wow. Hey, baby. Sorry. Oh, hey. Okay. Sorry to disturb. It's me, Mario. Sorry to disturb you, but what about all is this? Forgive me. I must not be distracted now. I am seeking guidance. Please leave me alone. Oh, I think you'll be needing this, Majon. Ah, you found my shield. Now I can leave the army. Lead the army once again. Orleans shall not see another day under siege. I give you my thanks, mon ami Mario. I never asked your name, but I know it. Well, we were playing Mario's Missing in Deluxe, but could not get the fifth world to run, so we could not get to the next floor. I'm gonna see if I can fix that with some sort of, wizardry. Say, John, how did you guess my name? Let's just say it came to me in a vision, Mario. Okay, that's kind of weird. I guess I'll leave you and your horsey alone. Okay. Bye-bye. I've given her the thing. I've filled in the time, so I guess it's time to... Okay, so that's just a... Oh, there's our third person I can ask. But I've done all of this. I gave her this thing. Maybe I go speak to this dude now and say, hey buddy, I gave her the thing. Oh look, the timer went away. I think no, okay, impudent gnome, that's our Mario. She has visions of Mario's. Oh, never mind. No, quickly, stable master. That's already happened, mate. Tell me anything you want. No, go to the meadow. Little bitch. This vision she got was from the Hornio brothers. Oh, good lord. I guess we'll just go back to Joan just in case there's anything she needs from us. I don't know why my eye is just acting up. It's probably like, you have work tomorrow, you poor fool. It's like, well, you have the same eye. So, we've already spoken to that. This horse is just like, hey, hey, Joan, is there something we need to do? Joan, do I do this to go back to the castle? Look, we're running on the instructions from the Super Nintendo version of this game, unfortunately, because there is not a guide for the DOS version. So let me just open that back up again. Use my answers to fill in the story. If you haven't, then walk around till you see an opening. This could be a dirt path to a road. Press X and Mario will go up to it. Then you can speak to that person and give them the item. First, talk to them about what they've been doing. That person will say that they're having a rough time without that item, without that thing in his possession. Offer the item and they'll accept it. Then leave by pressing R, then A. That's not a guy, this is Joan of Arc. Yeah. So, the thing is, it says R then A, but again, that is for the Super Nintendo. How are we supposed to return to the time machine? Oh, I pressed the button. Okay, so I guess that's what we do. The secret agent. Now, do we automatically have another item, or do I actually have to go find one? Okay, let's go out here, because, like, I had picked something up, and then when we then, came back here, we suddenly had a different item entirely. This is not opening. So I guess I have to... Wait, now that I've done that, do I have something? Yeah, okay, so every time I hit a Koopa in here, I get a new item. So now we're going to the... Oh! Key Kite! So we're going to meet Benjamin Franklin. I hope everyone remembers Pepper's Adventures in Time. So, we're going to go to Philadelphia in 1752. Okay, so Philadelphia, that will be in the P's. We're nearby. It was 1752. 1752. Good, my memory has worked. So, 1752. Wait, I think that's Joanna Dark. It's gonna be AD. Let's go! Mario. Thank you. I like that this game has technically two music, like, you know, like two people doing the music. One for the Mario music, and then one who just does the period music of wherever we are. Oh shit, this minigame's coming back. Can we go to 2063? Unfortunately, it does not work that way, and... Okay, oh, this minigame is terrible. Okay, I need 6 of these. Ah, you little bitch. Yes. But yeah, and then they have this other person who's a musicologist. Okay, let's get rid of this dude. God damn it. Get back here. Wait, what? I thought I was gonna jump on the Cooper, and instead I've come just to say, hello, Mr. Franklin, are you getting wet? Some are weatherwise, some are otherwise, my friend. I would be unwise if I didn't take advantage of the store. No time to talk, come back later. I got a key for you, mate. I can't give it to you yet, because I have to give you reasons to give it to you. Okay, so let's head back to the main scene. Pop this Koopa. You're dead! Sir? Hi. Hi! Just gonna do random voices from Mario now every time we go to a new place. What are you up to? I might ask you the same thing, sir. I'm the constable of the City Watch. I help police in this area at 4th and Vine Streets. And you look like a tradesman of some sort. Right, I'm a plumber by trade, so you're a cop? Cop? If you mean constable on patrol, yes, that's me. Is that what that stands for? Huh. I'm paid by the householders and businessmen to watch over their property every night, and I'm proud to be their loyal servant of the king. Well, still the king now, I guess. But why are you out here so early? I patrol this block from dusk to dawn. But just between you and me, I'm not quite sure when the sun is going to go down, so I wait here every afternoon to make sure I'm not late for work. Because I'm the night watchman. Couldn't you find out when the sun sets? Oh, why, Ben Franklin prints that almanac, but since I disagree with his politics, I won't buy one. Looks like I'm needed across the street. Here's a penny to watch this corner while I'm gone. Thanks for the penny. Don't mention it, please. I'll just give you my key. Hey, you just keep standing there. I'm going to the library, man. know. I was just in the neighborhood and
Shh! This is a free lending library, the first of its kind in the colonies. Please keep your voice down.
Sorry. Wow! Where'd you get all these books?
Shh! The good citizens of Philadelphia combined their collections to create this library.
Oh, sorry. Hey, that's a great idea.
Shh! It was Ben Franklin's idea. We, at the Leather Apron Club, discussed it amongst ourselves and agreed that it was an idea of uncommon merit. It was common sense, really.
Do you have any books by Franklin? We do have a couple of copies of Poor Richard's Almanac. Here, I'll lend you one. I think you'll find it both entertaining and informative. Poor Richard is very popular here in Philadelphia. Not Rich Richard, no. Poor Richard, who's he?
Actually, it's a pseudonym for Mr. Franklin.
He has quite the sense of humor and writes under many names. He has his reasons. The almanac is simply a vehicle for him to share his views. Imagine if there was an unknown pseudonym for Benjamin Franklin that hadn't been discovered yet. Oh, it sounds neat. How many has he written?
He has published one every year for the past 20 years. If you're interested, you can subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Bring me back a stamp and I'll put your name on the mailing list.
Okay, sure. Guess I'll go to the general store for a stamp. Hi, is this Ben Franklin's store?
Why, it most certainly is. You must be new to the city, sir. Most folks here know all about my Ben.
Oh, I'm Mrs. Franklin. Oh, she dressed up as Poor Richard in Penny's Adventures in Time. I renamed her. Oh God, what is her name? It's not Penny. It's Pepper. Pepper's Pumpkinnickle's Adventures in Time, or one of his mistresses, maybe. Oh, you must be Mrs. Franklin.
I most certainly am, sir.
I made his acquaintance when we moved here to Philadelphia. We married a few years later when he became a successful printer, and he was a Xerox machine on the side. Oh, he's a printer as well as a merchant.
Actually, he retired from printing to pursue his inventions and scientific experiments, although he does remain involved in the publishing of his newspaper. Then there's the almanac.
Yikes, where does he find time to do all of that?
Well, as my Ben always says, early to bed, early to rise, makes a man healthy, wealthy and wise.
That's an old joke. Oh, your husband wrote that.
Oh, yes, using the name Poor Richard, he fills his annual almanac and his trousers with information folks find useful and clever sayings full of wisdom like, look before you or you'll find yourself behind. You're always like the donkey behind.
Hey, that's a good one. What are some others?
Let's see. Some favorites are, a penny saved is a penny earned, and keep thy shop, and thy shop will keep thee. And I must say, we earn a pretty penny, hint, hint, in our humble shop.
Oh, what kind of things you sell?
Oh, a variety of goods, including stamps like this one. Normally they're a penny, but I'm sure I can trust you to pay me when you can. Wink.
Thanks for the stamp.
My pleasure. Excuse me, I have another customer. I have a penny. I will be honourable. A penny for the stamp. You are honourables, man, sir. You must come from a good family like Ben. We don't know about the Mr. and Mrs. Mario.
What can you tell me about your family?
Our family consists of our dear daughter Sally and our son William. I don't think William was in Pepper's Adventures at the time. I think it was just Sally. I think the two of them are outside. Ben wanted a big family like one he grew up with. Imagine being one of 17. He stopped praying to work on his scam of his. He calls it Ben Coin. Good Lord.
Why is Ben and his son out in the storm?
Oh, his experiments. He's using a kite to try and prove lightning is electricity, but he's misplaced the key. He needs to finish his work. I pray nothing strikes him, except perhaps inspiration.
Can you tell me anything more?
Oh no, I'm sorry, I must go.
So, she's technically kind of already told us everything. Born one of 17. Let's get that number in there. Tradesman. Okay, he moved to Philadelphia. moved to Philly, became a successful printer. Became a printer. He published 4 Richards a year. Oh, good Lord, imagine printing that many Richards. First lending library. I'm gonna get myself on that mailing list though. So help me. He proved that lightning was electricity. Refusing money for his inventions. Publishing and the Franklin store? The Franklin stove. Oh, for his inventions. Bifocals. If you didn't know. He concentrated. I knew that from Pepper's Adventures in Time. That's how I learnt about Benjamin Franklin. That's all where my Ben Frank knowledge comes from. He concentrated on his most important idea, gaining the country's freedom from tyranny, from the English, from Britain. No, okay. England. D. Franklin helped write both the Constitution and the Declaration of Independence. Today we can say it's a free country, largely due to Ben Franklin. With Hamilton. He invented the Frankfurter, did he? Intriguing. He did do a lot of things, like, they're not coming to my mind. He did do a lot of things. No, he didn't invent the Frankfurter. I was about to say that doesn't sound right. But he did do a whole heap of things. Let me get myself on that mailing list. I don't know why I want to be on it, though. He's probably going to tell me about the independence or something. Offer the key. I don't want it. Ah, you've bought me the stamp. Now, thanks to Penn, you'll receive an envelope in the mail in a few days. Local mail deliveries is one of his other contributions. Wow, he headed the post office? Shh, not so loud. Yes, he did, but that's not all. He organized the first fire department, there we go, and reorganized the police department. Ben's wife could tell you more. Go speak to her. Well, I did just get the stamps from you, so why would I speak to her? I'll give this man the almanac. Like, why do I want this bloody Franklin's almanac? Well, I suppose if you were to give it to me as a gift, I could use it to find the times and sunsets. All right, my little friend, I thank you and I'll use it gladly. Well, why don't you like Franklin's Polonus? Why, I'm a loyalist, my friend. I support our good friend King George. Franklin doesn't. I'm afraid he speaks treason rather fluently. And that Alexander Hamilton, talking about taking his shot. Wow, you consider him a traitor? Perhaps that is too strong a word, but I do think he goes too far. He mocks the king in his newspaper, the Pennsylvania Gazette, and he comes close to inciting people in the colonies to revolt. They're revolting. But isn't there some truth in what he says? Granted, taxes are a bit too high, the government raises them too frequently, and as subjects of the crown, we have no voice in the government. But you know, the king is still the king. What about all these neat inventions? Well, I have no complaints if he spent more time inventing, but I think he spends too much time gaining freedom from England. I do appreciate those cobblestones of his. They keep my feet dry in wet weather. Looks like we're in for rain tonight. Ah, that'll probably please Franklin. Last storm we had, he was outside taking notes about the lightning. He's working on some foolish idea, no doubt. Mind you, lightning has been known to kill people. Yeah, can you tell anything more? Not supposed to chat while I'm on duty, so bugger off. Okay, I'll go see Ben then. Ben, can I... Hey Ben, you want this? How wonderful. This is the key ingredient I need to make this experiment a success. The world will get a charge out of this. You've inspired me to invent something someday. Never leave that till tomorrow, which you can always do today, Mario. Remember, the used key is always bright. Wait, what? I don't think that makes any sense. But, cool, we did everything. The fucking Romans were doing that. I think they were trying to apply that, but you're right. Maybe it was Ben's idea to bring it to the Americas. Oh, book must be done if it's not letting me open it again. It is Ben inventing electrocution. Cool. Alright. So, we're gonna come in here. We're gonna smash ourselves a turtle. Cool. Okay, where are we going now? Fucking hell, why are Yang so fucking vile? No, it happens. Paris. Oh, we're gonna do, either, Louis. We might be doing Louis. 1885. Louis Pasteur. Which we did do. Are we going to Paris, are we? Yeah, Paris. 1885. So we might be hopefully be able to rush through that because we did already play that scenario. Paris in 1885. Let me check that before we go in. Yes. Boing. 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 If they don't steal from the present, they steal from the past. Possibly. It's a thing that happens. Alright, time to do that stupid minigame again. We'll try and rush through this. I am working tomorrow in 8 hours time, so we can go a little bit longer. Minigame? Terrible minigame? I mean, it'd be great if I didn't have to play you, but the thing is, I do still have to play you to get anywhere. There we go. Picked up 2. Picked up 3. Ah, missed that one. Missed that one. Stupid timing. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Ah, balls. Ah, balls. Yes! Welcome to Paris, city of love. Yes, this is where we've been before, so we're just gonna do a quick chat to everyone. Oh, what voice shall I give Mario this time?
Excuse me, sir, am I bothering you?
Not at all, monsieur. Normally I would be assisting my friend and colleague Pasteur, but I'm no longer part of his experiment. I have some time to chat.
You're his assistant. Why are you helping him?
I am Pierre-Paul Emile Roch, but call me Emile. I have been his assistant for some 20 years. We have had a difference in opinion on whether or not we were ready to test vaccines on human subjects.
What's a vaccine?
Only a medical breakthrough, essentially a vaccine for rabies. For example, would be a preventative dose of the same microorganisms that cause rabies. I feel we need to do more tests.
Oh, Sir Pasteur's a reckless man.
Oh no, monsieur, he looks at everything with minute care. It's just that he does this little boy bitten by mad dog will surely die if Louis is wrong. He is staking his considerable reputation on it, and I said, no thank you. You mean he doesn't know if it will work? He knows it works on animals like this rabbit. He'd been vaccinated and completely healthy. Please take him as a gift, an example of Pasteur's great achievements. Oh, thanks. I had no idea, sir. Chemistry was so exciting. Oui, sometimes it is exhilarating to be sure, but mostly it is hours of careful observation through microscopes in a cold lab like this one. Pardon-moi, I must go turn up the furnace. That's one thing I will need to change at some point because I want to move my web camera so it's a bit more level. So when I'm reading the screen, it doesn't look quite as weird that I'm over here. Elkia, I will not be saying that because that is not... I mean, I agree. Mario would be hanged for that, but I do not like to even say the words that he would be implying by that. Ah, hello, Mr. Pasteur. What's going on?
Please, monsieur, I'm at the crucial stage of my work.
This boy, what boy?
Who's bitten by a rabid dog. I must find the right serum quickly. You must go.
I'll leave. You're not ready for me anyway, but I can speak to the tailor. Good day, tailor. Do you know Pasteur?
The man that got the greatest chemist of the century? But of course, his work affects only France in the world, even me.
How does his work affect you?
In that he now would have no silk to work with. Imagine, no silk shirts, no silk petticoats, no silk stockings or even the special mademoiselles, not even silk threads to sew with.
Silk? What did Pasteur have to do with silk?
Well, my petite friend, it was he who looked through his microscope and discovered the tiny parasites that were killing the silkworms.
Well, what did he do? Destroy them?
Yes, mon ami. He devised a method of stopping them from breeding. He ended the spreading of these destructive creatures and saved the entire silk industry.
Amazing, so he's an expert on silkworms.
Not before 1868 he wasn't. His previous triumphs were with purifying milk and wine. Here, please take this bottle of milk and don't worry about it going sour soon. It's been pasteurized, but it will still go sour bird it curdles.
Pasteurized? What does that mean?
I would love to explain to you best I can, monsieur, but I promised my daughter I would bring her a bunny from the pet shop, and I must finish my work first. Where does the time go?
Take this rabbit. It's dangerous to go alone. Take this rabbit.
Oh, mon ami, mi amor. I mean, me, Mario. My little girl would be so pleased. This bunny is beautiful and he is quite healthy. I bet it's one of the rabbits. Pasteur's lab. You didn't know about the silkworms in here?
How did you know that?
Yes, Pasteur. He's quite well known for being sensitive to all living creatures. They say it pains him greatly to harm animals for his experiments, so he enjoys placing his healthy animals in good homes.
That's cool, Beans. Nice. Do you know if this place is his?
It could well be, Amy. The only way to know for certain is to ask at the lab. And put him on the slab.
Can you tell me anything more?
Je suis désolé.
I will say I'm sorry again, but there's nothing more I can tell you. I'm gonna give these people the milk. And hopefully not do that voice again. My God, my throat. Hey, pardon me, do you recognize this?
Oui. It is Flask from Scientist Lab. My guess is it belongs to Monsieur Pasteur, the greatest living scientist and my personal hero.
Why is Pasteur your hero?
If it were not for Louis Pasteur, the entire wine industry of France would have been lost in 1875.
It was his genius that saved the heart of French culture. Wow, what happened? What did he do?
He discovered wine goes sour because of tiny things called microorganisms living in it. These germs travel through the air and get into the wine to live there, causing it to go bad much faster.
Oh, how did he fix it?
Well, that's what's brilliant. He found that by heating the wine gently, the tiny organisms were destroyed, but the flavor of the wine was unaffected.
That's wonderful. How do you know all this?
I was fortunate enough to learn about Pasteur at one of the night classes he established for working men like me. He believes in applying sciences to real-life problems.
That makes sense. Where are these classes? Oh, at the University of Lille, down the road, where he was professor of chemistry. Here, take my scarf. You'll feel right at home if you visit the campus. I'd like to know more.
Oh, pardon-moi. The cafe needs some milk. I offer you my milk. Ah bon, merci Mario for the milk. We no longer have to worry about its freshness, because it was heated like the wine. The process is now known as pasteurization. I'm talking a lot with my hand. My apology.
Has Pasteur always been a chemist?
Oui, ever since hearing a series of lectures by the great teacher Dumas. If that's Alexander Dumas, then he also wrote The Three Musketeers. It was said Dumas who helped inspire Pasteur's scientific curiosity and passion for discovery. Pasteur must work hard to be so good. I have heard he practically lives in his laboratory, except he's at his home. He's so dedicated. Can you tell anything more? Oh, I'm sorry, Monsieur Mario, but there is nothing more I can tell you. I've already poured this wine all over the table, and there's a sausage here for no reason. Maybe it's a baguette, but it's brown, it's a sausage. Sausage. Let's go give this man a scarf, I'm guessing. He needs one. Merci, my friend, that is much better. You know, the way I wish I was with Louis on this rabies case ever since he had his stroke in 1868. He's required more help in the lab. We put them on the slabs. Yikes, he had a stroke. Yes, at age 46, still in his prime. His left arm remains paralyzed to this day. His wife, Marie, helps him considerably. She is a comparable companion for him and his best collaborator. For some reason, my brain just went Marie. Wait, was he married to Marie Curie? I remember Marie Curie was married to a scientist. Marie Curie, she was a Polish French. No, she was married to Pierre. Pierre was a dick. Maybe if he bleeds his blood slowly, that'll fix it. Yeah. I'd like to help too. Maybe this flask. That flask is most certainly from Louis' lab. It appears to contain his most recent rabies vaccine. He's probably looking for it. Marie Curie was married to Curie. You never know. She might have dabbled in some pasteurization, if you know what I mean. Dabble in a little being, you know. You gently heat the Marie Curie. It's past midnight. Alright, take it to him right now. Please hurry, mon ami. Time is of the essence. You would be doing a little great service to Louis and the science. Tell me anything more? Mon Dieu, I'm sorry, there's nothing more I can tell you. She was treated up gently by pasteurization. Yeah, I don't even know if were they alive at the same time? Hang on. So we're currently in 1885. So, Marie Curie. Oh. She young for him. She was born in 1867. So, she is alive at the moment, but she would be 9. A little dabble in the organisms were not micro. Alright. She was injected by microorganisms. Please, sir. Yes, you must go. I have... Yeah, I know, but... Sir, I have no other objects. Wait. Oh, I have to put this in, that's why. Okay, so he was born in 1822. He was a scientist. Scientist. Where's my science? Science. There's no scientist here. A professor? A peanuts. Professor. No, okay. He was a slave to the media. He was a perspiration. Patron, peanuts, independence, lawyer. Oh yeah, maybe chemist. Maybe chemist is what they're after. Yes, very good. Method of killing microorganisms. It's in here. I've seen it. There it is. In... Oh shit, what year was that? You didn't hear peanuts then? Oh, I see what you heard. What year was the wine?
date is in this guide. I need to go back to it there. Where are we? Calcutta, Crown, Republic book, printing block, no. Shields, applique, hang on. Applique Ridge, Shield Orleans, Paper Florence, Music Sheet Vienna, Declaration of Independence, Filament Menlo Park, printing block, Gobi Desert, Republic book, Crown, flag. Louis not in here. This book said to control F to find it, but he's not in here unless... Hang on. Oh, there's several floors, so maybe I've just been looking at the wrong one. Hang on. Okay. Surfing. Okay. Jill Paledale gun. What the fuck? Ah, it's about Mad Libs. Okay. Apple. Shield. Paper, music, independence of... Hang on, none of these match. I mean, the Shield of Orleans, yes. Declaration of Independence, Philadelphia is not what we did in Philadelphia. We had a key. Filament Menlo Park, printing block Gobi Desert, Republic book Athens. Okay, so we're on our own. It's going to be like in the 18s. We'll say 1857. Yes! Okay. Pasteur looked through his microscope. Well, that's interesting. So that means that technically we might need to play the Super Nintendo version at some point. We should also try the Super Nintendo version of Mario's Missing. See how it's different. Okay, so it was first suggested as the disease causing microorganisms or disease causing or germs. It's going to be germs. Technically, not all microorganisms are germs, but traveled through the urethra. Traveled through the coronation death. Traveled through the death. Traveled through the liquid. Traveled through the peanuts. Traveled through the paw. Oh, actually, that's kind of slightly true. In a way of speaking. Scary secret slaves. Through the goober spectrum. Through the wizard. Through the viscera. Let's go with liquid, just because like they were talking about milk and wine. No. I'll come back to that. Pasteur's most work was with vaccines. And then we'll read that sentence again and see if we can work it out. Okay, so he was the first to suggest that disease-causing microorganisms or germs traveled through the air. Okay, let's try air, because that is a thing that's possible. There we go. So now that we've done that, we should be able to say, hey, is this the flask you've been missing? Ah, mon dieu, this is the exact flask I've needed. Now I can make the rabies vaccine and save this boy's life. You've come in nick of time, Monsieur Mario, and good God. Ah, yes, the dude with the table sausage said the germs traveled through the air and got into the swine and shit. Glad I could help. Would he be okay? Maui. But I mean, shit also has germs, but I meant and shit as in and so. Yeah, I knew what you meant. I'm certain of it now. The names of Pasteur and Mario. We'll go down in history. Your heroics have given medicine a real shot in the arm, mon ami. It's a little known fact that until the vaccine, rabies turned people invisible. Glad I can be helped. Will he be okay? We already spoke about it. Get out of my sight. Mario's name has gone down in history. Maybe not in the way he expected. What have we got here? So what did I pick up there? Florence, this is the papers. Let's rage against her machine. Okay, so where are we going? So we're going to Florence in 1505. No! Okay, we're fine. Florence 1505. That was very much you should probably think about going to sleep, young lady. I'm like, yeah, maybe. Oh, Florence, I saw it. We'll play until the half-hour mark. So we've got a little bit longer. 1505. Oh, perfect. This is the last time we have to do this mini game before the night ends. Whoa! It's crazy time. What? Oh! No, it's cool. I thought for a moment we had to put BC in. Good God, I hope we're not going to any BC things. That makes it a bit more difficult, doesn't it? Oh dear, I'm a bit snotty. But then I've had children here, and the weather's been crazy. Like, it was... I want to say 36 yesterday, and then today the temperature broke and dropped by like 20 degrees, or dropped to 20. It was something like that, which, you know, considering it was in the 30s, that's still quite a drop. And I would ask Google, but Google would just exactly say, this is where you live. Not something you do on the internet. There we go. That was actually a really, really good way through. Let me ask the phone without her actually saying it out loud. So I'm trying to remember what... no, I wrote Mario's temperature. Ooh, how hot is Mario? Oh. Hot. I think that was just for extra points. So... 28th. Oh no, that's the day. That's 27th December 28th. That's the average. It's currently 16 degrees. Here we go. It was 39 degrees in my suburbs, and it dropped down to 17. So yeah, okay, welcome to Italiano. So we all speak with the Italian, and we have to speak with the hands. I don't know why. Quack, quack. Yes, it was hot. Like I said, that's in Celsius. Hi. That's Luigi's. Well, not Luigi, that's Mario's voice in this. Hi, what is this place? And this is the old workshop of Verrocchio, the master artist. One day I hope to be master like he was, but now I'm just apprentice. Oh, I gotta go full on bugs. Can Mario be full bugs? We'll go Mario full bugs. Oh, what an apprentice do? I work for free in the master's shop and learn the skills of the artist. It's a great opportunity for the young man. Leonardo da Vinci was the apprentice here. Look how far he had gone. I don't know why I'm talking with like snake hands for this. Maybe you can help me. I have this book. Sorry, but I'm very busy. The master wants me to deliver this bucket of plaster to Michelangelo. Michelangelo, there we go. Don't say Michael, do not work. If you take it for me, I have more time to talk. Grazie. Why does Michelangelo need plaster? I hear he's going to paint the fresco on the chapel ceiling, just like Leonardo painted the Last Supper on the chapel wall. The old fresco painter next door knows all about it.
You know who owns the notebook?
Let us see. The writing all looks backwards. I bet whoever wrote this wanna keep it secret. I need a mirror to read it. Ha ha ha. Oh my goodness gracious me. This is atrocious, sir.
I'm trying to return this notebook.
Come in, little man. In the mirror build up the works of Michelangelo and the greatest sculptor of the Renaissance, if I do say so myself. And I do.
What sort of Renaissance, mate?
Wake up and smell of the fresco. For the last 1,000 years, Europe's been artistically and intellectually asleep. Now the civilization's having a rebirth, a renaissance.
Who's the greatest artist around?
You dare ask? There's no one to compare with me. Well, that is, maybe Leonardo, but he wasted time on inventions in science and engineering.
Really? Leonardo sounds impressive, mate.
He's so preoccupied that he creates works of art. But those fews, enough of him. I created La Pieta. I created the David outside. Now I need to test a new type of fresco.
I'd like to know some more.
No, go away. I need to find some plaster. That is a pixel nipple. Good to spot.
What's a plaster?
Grazie. I've been asked by Pope Julius II to paint an entire ceiling of frescoes in Rome's Sistine Chapel. Everyone knows I only want to sculpt, but the Pope is a very important patron.
And what's a patron?
A patron is someone with money who hires an artist to create a work of art. Without patrons, we'd all be survived without starving. And without patrons, I won't be able to do my deep dive in Scooter's Magical Castle and pay the crowd, pay the strong to record it for me because they won't give me a copy of it, the bastards. That Pope is also super vain motherfucker. Yes, he was that one. What a question, Mario.
Do you know Lady Guns Giorgiano?
Mona Lisa, certo. What a charming smile. She was here this morning, but she left her mirror when she left. What was she doing in your house? You're not painting her. Could you return it to her? Grazie. I'm banging her. This guy suggested a mirror.
I found a mirror.
Now I can read your notebook. It's full of marvelous descriptions of flying machines, underwater boats, and mechanisms of war, which I'd say are at least 500 years ahead of their time.
Did you know that he chose the papal name inspired by Julius Caesar? That would not surprise me. Not very inspired Christian values, I'd suspect.
Yes. Who could have created a
wonderful notebook?
You know, I saw this drawing like this the other day. See? It's a picture of a flying machine. Please, take it.
Who left this drawing here?
It was, I can't remember. Perhaps if I could see one more example of the artist's remarkable drawing skill, I could remember who created the drawings. Okay, mate. I mean, we know it's Leonardo. Pardon me.
So who's in this art studio?
Which one? Leonardo da Vinci or Michelangelo Boro? I did not know that was his last name, but let's try it again. Bjorn Arotis. They're both here in Florence working on, amongst other things, a pair of paintings depicting the war with the city of Pisa.
Tell me about this Leonardo da Vinci, mate.
He studied in Florence as a boy, but he was born in the little town of Vinci. So that's where he gets his name. Leonardo from Vinci, you see? But everyone just calls him Leonardo or Leonardo da Vinci.
What about Michelangelo?
He's the greatest sculptor of the age and only 30 years old. But he's just a bambino compared to Leonardo. In fact, Leonardo will be 53 next week on April 15th. Remember, April 15th.
Maybe he'd like this book for his birthday? Let us see it. Oh, very fine drawings, but I can't read the notes. Very strange. I believe it's all written backwards. But I'm just a fresco painter. My eyes aren't so good no more. You call that a sculpture? Where's the nip? The fresco? What's a fresco? Oh, I could go for a fresco, mate. You got a fresco? Nah, frescoes are the most beautiful art. They are created by painting on the wet plaster. When it dries, the painting becomes part of what they were painted on. Leonardo experiments with them frequently. Yeah, sculptures are all about the nipple. I mean, this could be a nipple with a nose coming out. No, never mind. What are Leonardo's frescoes like, mate? His most famous is his Last Supper in Milan. It's one of the greatest paintings of all time. Scibilla! Too bad, really. Oh, what's too bad? It's a tragedy. Such beautiful walls. And now it's flattening off the wall. The new plaster he was testing failed. But that's Leonardo for you. Always experimenting. What else does he do? What don't he do? He music, he architect. But don't tell Michelangelo, but he sculpted too. I always love to hear about Leonardo's new ideas. Have you seen any? I know what you want, mate. You want this. You want an air screw. What's this? A magical flying machine. A magical machine. A flying machine. Fantastical. Leonardo knows everything. No wonder he's called Renaissance Man. Here, you take this painting of his geometrical ideal man. He wants a man with 5 legs and 4 arms and a head and a big wang. I think he was gay, honestly. Maybe he was a bit of both. What's Leonardo working on now, mate? He painting a beautiful portrait of Lady Gioconda. What's her name again? Never mind. Michelangelo knows. You tell me anything more? Sorry, I must study the fly machine drawing now. I'm gonna make it, you see. You gonna confirm this sketchbook is his? For ideal man. Here's your ideal man. It's starting to come back to me. This is the work of a scientist, inventor, engineer, lover, master artist. Somebody frequently asks us to produce models of his drawing. I've got it. Who is it? Leonardo da Vinci. He must have misplaced his precious notebook. Signor Mario, this must be returned immediately. Leonardo can't work without it. Can you tell me anything more? Sorry, I must work up the workshop now. Excuse me, I'm lost. Do you have a minute? No, not now. My book of notes is vanished and I can't concentrate on my painting of Lady Gioconda. It don't even look good. Let's fill this in. Okay, one of the most versatiles. He took his name from Vinci. Where else would he take it from? Where he was born on April 15th. Can I open this? Yes. Can you tell me about his age? That was the old man who was telling me how old he was. So, okay, so we're currently in the year 1505. So if he's 53, he was born in 14... because we're 1505. So if he was born 50 years before. 1452, that's exactly where I was about to get to. But I've got the dyslexia in my brain. I don't trust my brain. No, that's not what I meant to... Fuck. Okay, here we go. So 1452. So I was heading the right direction. Okay, 1452. Thank
Thank you, Alkia, for confirming. He lived in a period of artistic and intellectual sexual awakening. I mean, just reawakening, called the sexual renaissance. Is there such a thing as a sexual renaissance? I'm sure it has come up at some point. I'm sure someone has tried to claim it. I'm sorry, this is a children's game. I shouldn't be going there all the time. There is... Never mind. Talented child. Leonardo worked as a painter in... and then later worked in Milan. I guess... I mean, he would have worked in Vinci, but I guess that's not where they're going. They would probably want... Alabama's where... How do you think children are made? Exactly. You gotta make children somehow. You gotta make the pork sausage somehow. Okay, so we need places that are in Italy. Caprice? No, not Caprese. Cortemedera? No, that's not right. Oh, I see. I'm losing coins every time Florence? Yes! Mario's happy with me. He was employed by wealthy patrons. And you too can be a patron. Patrons? He was a sculptor. This sculptor, engineer, musician. So what's missing there? Artist? Architect, maybe. Wealthy peanuts. Yes, architect. Okay. The perfect ideal of a... It's pretty long. Would it be Renaissance man? And sculptor, assassin, engineer. His famous works use backwards. Happy words. Backwards. Leonardo's fresco. His fresco was delicious, mate. His fresco Last Supper and his portrait of Mona Lisa and Luigi. Mona Lisa. A perfect example of... I mean, we'll see if ideal's here, but no, it's not here. He's an Englishman, a fundamental man. He's an amazing man. He's gonna be a Renaissance man. Yes. Perfect. I think we have filled them all in. And we have. Mr. Da Vinci. I found your notebook, mate. Oh, grazie, Mario. Now I can... Oh, look, this thing's now moving. I can now finish this portrait of Mona Lisa if she doesn't get crushed by this. I should have known I could count on a fellow Italian. Call me Leo. That's a nice capello. I'm no artist, but shouldn't she be smiling? Maybe a little one, but not too much. A portrait should show more than just a likeness. I am, after all, not after her beauty, but the soul of the woman. And then I go sleep with her. Mona Lisa smiles now. Also, that man said that he was in his 50s. The whiteness makes me think this man is 70. Grazie, Mario. Now I can continue my save game. Yeah, speaking of save games. Actually, let's get ourselves back to some Mamma Mia. So I can tell you what we'll be playing the next time we come back to this. Oh, we're back here. Okay, now we're gonna save. But we can do... No, wait, Leo. Demancy. It's terrible. It's terrible. I'm going with it. Play. So, what we have left, because we can't trust the guide, because as we saw, we're not always gonna... But we've taken out this entire room. We're going back to Florence, 1503. We can't be going back to Florence again, mate. It's only... I just want to see... I mean, let's do the stupid mini game. But I want to see what's different about 1503 and what have I got instead. Or is because I've gone for that same room and there's nothing on the walls. It just doesn't. See, I don't know if this has actually worked or there we go. But I was just there and I was 2 years in the future from what you were asking for. So, like, are we gonna get there and it's like an entirely different story? It's just like. Yeah, it's got one. Oh, damn it. So time machines are just surfboards in a purple lake where you have to get a whole heap, take a whole heap of mushrooms down, damn it. Oh, damn. Yeah. He's basically Doctor Who, but without the TARDIS, without a container. He's just riding it wild. Here we go. The music's changed. Oh! So we're actually seeing something different. But is Leonardo here? Oh, we've got a chisel now. Oh, we're doing something for Michelangelo maybe. Or maybe we're still doing something for Leonardo. Painting Michelangelo helped me with blah 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 blah. Why did he leave the workshop? Yeah, okay, so one of them's about Michelangelo. The other one was about Leonardo. We are not going to continue this because it is now 12:34 a.m. and I have work at 8 a.m. in the morning and I would like to get some sleep and maybe a shower before I start work. So I need to go to the bed now.